Hello, my third grade friends. Today is the last day of September 30th, 2020. And right now, you are going to continue the process of finding story details, which, if I could remind you what story details are, these should be in your notes, and these notes are also found online. Is that story details are text evidence, like words or pictures or other things that can be found in the story. So that's really important that we can find it in the story and that we then draw a conclusion. So we were doing this on Tuesday with the story, The Trial of Cardigan Jones. Okay, so as a class, we determined what the conclusion was. For these reasons, and remember, we got this from our sentence starters, Cardigan Jones was innocent because his antlers knocked the pie into the bush. So that's what we decided, that is what happened, and that kind of tied everything together. Now, as a class, we found on page 55 that Cardigan has pie crust on his shirt. Those were some observations that we made, and that he was declaring innocence. So I don't know if you can remember. On page 55, that's where we found that. So for this one, we used the picture. On page 59, if I just skip to page 59, and the reason I know that it was on page 59 is because we actually cite our source. Okay, so on page 59, there is an example of Cardigan Jones bumping into a statue. Okay, so right here in the text, it said, remember, "No, I didn't," shouted Cardigan. "I didn't steal it, I promise." "Order," shouted the judge. Cardigan turned and his antlers bumped a statue and sent it crashing into the floor. So that was the textual evidence that supported, or the story detail. This is the story detail that supported our conclusion. And then finally, on page 62, this is what we did in class. Let's get to page 62. This was another textual and picture evidence that we determined Cardigan's antlers got stuck in a flag on page 62. So this story detail, you can't see it, this story detail supports or proves our conclusion. Okay? So now you are going to continue that process. You are looking for 2 more story details starting from page 63, since we did page, I need to get this a little bit more aligned. We did page 62. So let me just move myself out of the way. Okay, there we go. We did page 62 altogether. Now, during your asynchronous work time today, you're going to do page 63. Well, you're going to examine. You're not going to do. So 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69. Looks like you're only going to 69. So you only have from 63 to 69 to try to find 2 more story details. And remember, story details can be found in the illustrations and or the text. And when we are writing our story details, we want to make sure that we cite the page. So on page 55, or you can state it and then say the page number. So you will be sharing your 2 that you found on class on Thursday. So it will be important that you get this done. I hope you enjoy reading and being story detectives as you continue this analysis of the trial of Cardigan Jones and finding those story details that make our conclusion true. Remember, it's important. If it doesn't relate to this conclusion, again, I'll read it one more time. This is what we came up with in class. For these reasons, Cardigan Jones was innocent because his antlers knocked the pie into the bush. Okay, so all these reasons contribute to this conclusion. Okay, Happy reading, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.